impromptu live because one of you actually messaged me about the response she had felt when she's doing the Zendocrine blend. And yesterday I was asking about how you feel, and so it's a private message that I got, so that kind of like prompt me to really like connect with the upper support group what to do with this one if we actually experience the symptoms that are severe. So before I will talk about that, let's review where are we right now. So let me open my calendar. I think we're on day 7 today of our phase 1 activate. So we have 3 more days to go before we would enter our phase 2 which is cleansing our GI, digestive. So right now we are cleaning our filtering organs and also our liver, right? So we are cleaning, supporting the filtering organs and also cleaning our colon, kidney, liver, lungs, and skin with the use of the Zendocrine blend and the Zendocrine complex. And the supporting nutrition that we're using also is we're using the lifelong vitality, right? So, and then we also have the enzymes and the lemon. So let me review that. And I don't know how others feel about it, but one of you contacted me and this is how she felt. Like now she felt the nausea and she had vomiting on the first 3 days. She stopped it and then she restarted it yesterday. And so that's why I would like to talk about what to do with that when we have that symptoms. So, but before we go that, activate is where if you're taking the vitamins, if you actually remember, we have this printout copy, right? So we do have this basic foundation for our nutrition, and you can check that, and that's the vitamins that is feeding our body. And also when we feel lousy, and then if you guys have felt that feeling, if you feel lousy or lacking nutrient, then this actually helps support that feeling. If you have some cravings, let me know. Nobody told me they have cravings, but I did have a craving on the first 3 days. It's an emotional craving, so I'm gonna talk about an emotions as well. As you know that I am not working right now as well. I really would like to go back to work ASAP as I can, but my husband has, he has a post heart surgery. He has this on and off fainting spells, and so I really would like to know how he would do well when he is alone up to the mountain, because that's the last thing that I actually would like to see, if he's safe to be alone. The doctor told us that I really have to be with him up to February 25. It's like 3 months, and I think I have to go back to work soon, pretty soon. But right now, so those are part of my emotional thing. And then my dad also has fell at home, and he's way back in the Philippines. So I did have cravings in the first 3 days. I had some chocolate cravings and sugar cravings, so I knew it's an emotional craving. And even though I'm taking this, so this is the thing I like about detox, because it will really help you to understand your body. I mean, the 30-day Doterra Cleanse. So when we have the cravings, you can just use your oils that support emotions. So I do have the book called Emotions Oil, and yeah, so for also if it's about nutrition, right? So if it's lacking nutrition, we're gonna have to add on the support of taking the fresh fruits and also the vegetables and protein. You may need some protein, and Doterra really has this nice protein shake that they have made it available for us, the new ones, if you have tried them. So tomorrow we're gonna start with a 21-day challenge. I don't know if you know that one yet, but I posted something on our Beautiful Essentials about 21-day challenge. If you're participating that, let me know. I am actually participating in the challenge, which starts tomorrow. So the challenge is about like teaching us how to incorporate a healthy habit. So that would be on the Beautiful Essentials group. So it's just like coinciding with our detox activity. And so another thing is if things actually work against you, if you have some other untoward reactions that you don't like. So try to alleviate the sugar intake. Also, caffeine, if you drink too much caffeine, if you can limit it, maybe if you drink 5 cups of coffee a day, if you can just decrease it to 3 to 4 while you are detoxing, while we are in the 30-day cleanse. If you are under stress a lot, especially work, then try the stress oils. Citrus oils are very good for stress oils. Grapefruit oil, you can diffuse it, you can smell it. There's so many, like lime, green mandarin are also good oils for that. And if you smoke, try to cut it down, because we are in the midst of cleansing, or else your body, if you're detoxing, your body will try to get rid of all those, unwanted substances you're putting in. So sugar, caffeine, body doesn't like that. So then we are detoxing, we are taking on this pills to detox. So that's why we are experiencing it. And also, of course, stress, right? Stress release cortisol level, bad chemistry, and so our body will try to balance and expel it out. If you don't have like this kind of like thing, it's called the throat wraps from Doterra. I encourage you to stock them out. This is February. If you're an LRP member, so it's time to restock our LRP back, so you can take this. Also, we do have the Slim and Sassy gum. You can actually try chewing that one. The Slim and Sassy gum is nice because it has the essential oil in it that's infused. It helps you with your stress and also your cravings as well, especially sugar cravings. Another thing is that I mentioned something, or in the group, about our Terrazyme, right? So there is a video that I actually linked there last week. If you haven't seen that one yet, review it, because she really mentioned what Terrazyme does to you. She actually demonstrated about the pudding, right? The chocolate pudding, when she put the Terrazyme in the pudding, how it actually disintegrate that pudding. So it actually helps, this enzyme helps you absorb the nutrition that we are eating. So if we eat vegetables, and if it doesn't absorb in our body, it doesn't reach our bloodstream or cells, then we're gonna really feel lousy, because if you're detoxing, and then our body would be not nourished. So it does contain 11 enzymes. So just so you know, it's a really good thing, especially for doing detoxing. And then we mentioned last week also about hydration and adding a lemon oil, right? So the lemon has limonene content in it, and the limonene is the constituent that is high in antioxidant. It's also anti-stress. It's also good for inflammation. So it is an anti-inflammatory, and it actually supports our digestion. It's good for anxiety, depression, antifungal, antiviral. So lemon, add lemon on your drink as well. If hopefully you have done that. We're already in day 7. And then, okay, so now the Zendocrine. The Zendocrine complex, some of you, there are 3 of you that actually commented on that post that I posted last week. And then tomorrow I will announce the winner. For those that commented this week, I'm gonna place, you'll be entered to win for tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow as well. So there's a Zendocrine complex, and there's also a Zendocrine blend. And one of you reacted to this one. So I'm gonna show you the book that I'm actually using. This is called the Essential Life book. It's a 3rd edition. And I will read to you again. And then if you haven't known yet, right? So we're taking this already. We have the Terrazyme, right? This is the one I'm talking about. And then we have the Zendocrine blend. Zendocrine complex, which is the herbs. And so this one, you guys, if you want to know what's inside there, it has 14 whole food based herbs that's good to support our filtering organs and cleansing organs, like our kidney, our liver, our colon, lungs, and skin. And then this one is a blend of oil that has 5 oils in it. So let me read to you what is this all about in this book, okay? So this detoxification complex is a complex that is a blend of 14 whole food extracts, okay? And then this full active 14 whole food extracts is Also has a patented enzyme delivery and system that supports our healthy cleansing and filtering functions, like I mentioned earlier, the liver, the colon, the kidney, the lungs, and the skin. And the top uses of this is to detox our liver. So if you have toxic liver, it actually detox our liver. Also for jaundice, those that have cirrhosis, bloating, toxic gallbladder, which actually I have a gallbladder issue, and pancreatitis, kidney damage, respiratory issues, colon issues, and constipation. So it has 14 active whole food extracts. I can read you the ingredients, what is this all about, so you can see. But it has barberry leaf, milk thistle seeds, burdock root, clove bud, dandelion root, I hope I pronounce it right, garlic fruit, red clover leaf. This one targets the cleansing and support of the liver and helps filter the blood of toxins. So, Turkish rhubarb stem, burdock root, clove bud, dandelion root also targets the cleansing of the kidneys as well, while bringing the strength and integrity to it. So it actually gives strength and integrity to our kidney as well. It also has a psyllium seed husk on here, and then again the Turkish rhubarb stem, acacia gum bark, marshmallow root. It helps to strengthen the elimination process of the colon and colon health. Osha root, what is in here, safflower petals, helps to strengthen and cleanse the lungs from environmental and other toxins. Also the kelp, and again the milk thistle here, which is mentioned, burdock root, clove bud again, garlic fruit, helps support the cleansing of toxins from the skin. So it also supports our skin for cleansing. And then the enzyme assimilation, it has amylase, cellulose, their natural mineral cofactors, magnesium and manganese. It increases the digestion and utilization of the rest of the ingredients. Actually, if you will buy this individually, you probably have 14 bottles in your medicine cabinet. We're not even sure if they're CPTG or they're actually tested, because Doterra is very careful when they actually give us the product. So they has to be tested and make sure that it's safe for us and make sure it's bioavailable to take in. So this has been out for a couple of, I think, 12 months last year. So it was hard. It was actually harder for me to do the detox last year. So that's why I did not do the group detox because it was hard to find all the 14 whole food based herbs in a bottle. So we are so lucky. So you guys, yeah, stock on this. I know that they are also out of this this month, but we also have the oil. So now we're gonna talk about the Zendocrine blend. So we're gonna only have to take this one for the first 10 days of our 30-day cleanse. So this is only a phase 1. So once we go into phase 2, which is the digestion, which is gonna be doing our digestive phase, we're gonna be taking this GX Assist, and it would be, I think, February 4 on day 11. So we're still doing this, but I know one of you actually did not like the response. She's actually detoxing really heavily. So I will be talking about that. The Zendocrine blend, we do have it in 2 forms, right? And it's actually in your ebook. Also, I mentioned this in the ebook. If you don't have this, then you can actually use our Zendocrine oil. You can put it in our veggie cup, and this is how you use it if you haven't done it yet. Here, and so you can open it here, right? And then you can actually put 2 drops of the Zendocrine here. So 1, 2. So 2 drops of this Zendocrine oil in the veggie cup is equivalent to 1 capsule of our Zendocrine blend capsule. And they are both the same. The Zendocrine blend capsule has 5 essential oils in it. They are the tangerine, cilantro, geranium, rosemary, and juniper berry. And then these 5 oils has a synergistic effect on taking out the unwanted substances from our system. So this is where the detox actually would start. So it's actually the start of the liver detox. On phase 2, it would be the colon detox. That's where when you start seeing the expelling part from the colon. So let me read about that, and I'm gonna show you how. Okay, what is the effect of this? So the Zendocrine blend, I talked to you about that. It has 5 oils, and I don't have time to talk about the individual oils here, so I can just read about the book. I may probably send you the link to read within the week, this week, about each of the oils in the Zendocrine blend. Okay, I'm gonna read this book again. It's the Essential Oil Life I'm reading. Oh, Jean is watching. Hi Jean, how are you? Must be evening there, huh? Yeah, thanks for watching. Yes. Yeah, so I'm reading about the detoxification Zendocrine blend here. And so, let's see. So the top uses of this is for toxic liver, jaundice, cirrhosis, toxic gallbladder, which I know I have a gallbladder issues, pancreatitis, kidney damage, hormonal imbalance. So this one also would help us, balance our hormones in a very healthy way. So, okay, so this one actually help cleanse our toxins with the free radicals. So remember, free radicals is not good. It's actually the free radicals is the one that supports cancer. And so this one helps get rid of that in our body, and also the metals in our system. So the ingredients, we have tangerine peel inside in this Zen blend. It also has this antioxidant and cleansing properties of the liver and kidneys. Rosemary supports the healthy liver and gallbladder, as well as it reduces the xenoestrogen. So xenoestrogen is a foreign estrogen that we get from plastics, or the growth hormones, environmental toxins, or the food we eat. I really love chicken, and I buy chicken that is already in a plastic. So those plastics starts to release, but that plastic has something that releases xenoestrogen on our the food that we eat. So I had no idea that actually causes will create havoc on our estrogen, and I just knew that one lately. I got really scared, but then I'm glad that we have. That's why I'm doing detox like almost about 2 to 3 times a year with Doterra. And then also it has geranium. Geranium cleanses the liver, gallbladder. It balances hormones again, get rid of the body of unwanted estrogen. So, the unwanted estrogen is actually also one of the common causes for the cervical cancer or any reproductive organ cancer. Juniper berry is a powerful detoxifier for the kidney. Also decreases the water retention. So the juniper berry oil, I have that in our bathroom because when I do my bath, I also include that one. I also actually put that on my my kidney area, here on my lower part of my abdomen. Then cilantro. Cilantro is a powerful cleansing agent that eliminates toxins from the body, including heavy metals. So, and the reason why I'm talking to you about this, because I said that earlier, someone actually is having a really response of this. So she's really detoxing. However, if you read that, I have another book that I'm actually using. It's called Essential Oil Magic. I'm gonna show you where to order this book, or one of you actually would win a book if you want. If you want to get the free copy of this, and if you're watching live right now, say you're watching live or say replay, by the end of next week, I'm gonna do like an entry, maybe this week. I'm gonna do a raffle entry to send you a copy of this, because I have extra if you want a copy of this book. Yeah, it's Christmas time. I'm the Santa Claus. Okay, so where am I? So essential oil blend, detoxification blend. Yeah. So I would be reading about what this one caused. So there's also an emotional. All the oils also affect our not affect. It also address our emotions. So every disease that we have, if you don't know about it, which I did not know before, also as a nurse, that every disease that we manifest in our body is actually a presenting, not a presenting. It's the end result of our emotions. So and every emotion we feel is creating a chemistry in our body. And then this chemistry also would affect our cells. Our body is made of cells with trillion and trillion of cells. And I will be talking about the cells on phase 3 because phase 3 is the renewal phase. So after we cleanse our system, then we're gonna be doing our digestive cleanse as well. And then the phase 3, we are actually replanting our cells because our cells are ready to receive some good chemistry. So it's called cellular topic on that phase 3. And so then let me go back to, that's why I always have copy when I talk, because I get so carried away with talking so many things, and I want to try to be simple as much as I can. And so yeah, so the essential oil also would address our emotions. So you would probably wonder why you know, the psychotherapists, if you go to counseling, they have this aromatherapy because there's something about the aroma that would make your emotions open up. If you have trauma when you're a kid that you probably forgotten and you're covering it and try to survive, but that trauma did not disappear, it will appear again if there's a trigger, and that actually oil, there's a certain oil to trigger. But because the Zendocrine blend is a detoxification blend, it's a detox oil, so it also would do some emotional detox as well. And so this book actually also would talk about it a little. It talks about the physical and also about the emotional book. And it says here that it's purging, you know. This oil would makes us purge physical toxins, also gets the stage for emotional detox. And so if you use this blend, you may probably feel uncomfortable if you have any emotional trauma or a baggage that is inside our system. And all of us has baggage. Like for example, my mom, not the Zendocrine, it's a different blend. It's a blend for anxiety. And my mom really could not handle it. It's actually supposed to make you sleep better, but every time my mom would use that oil, she would have nightmares. And I had no idea why. And so then actually I understand that she had trauma when she was a kid with my grandma. You know, in the Philippines, we had this way of raising kids by the verbal abuse. That is verbal abuse here in the States. In the Philippines, it's not. It's actually very hard for her. And so she had that wound, emotional wound, that she's trying to heal. But anyway, to fast forward, that oil now, she love it. So she just have, the thing is that when you do detox, you have to really feel worse first before you get better. So you have to really like go to that hump or bump. So I will be talking about that detox in a few minutes after I'll explain to you about a little bit about these oils. So yeah, so we are doing physical detox. We're also doing some emotional detox. And yeah, so this is the third book that I'm using. It's called Essential Emotions. So I will just be focusing on the Zendocrine blend because, as I said earlier, this one is detoxing our system, especially the liver part. It's cleansing our unwanted substances. So once the unwanted substances is being purged out, it has to come out somewhere. It may come out through our, you know, GI or skin. And so let me read a little bit about the detoxification blend here. Where is that? Yeah, Zendocrine, okay? So Zendocrine was designed to cleanse the organs and systems of the body. And in the emotions book, Zendocrine is called Vitality and Transition Blend. So if you're doing some transition, maybe you are transitional from a relationship, or maybe you're moving to a new house, or maybe you are just getting a new job, that means you're doing a transition. So there's a lot of things going on in your system, and the Zendocrine really has an effect on that. But it says that you're gonna have to feel worse first before you're gonna get better. So this is designed to cleanse the organs and systems of the body. Emotionally, this blend assists during the times of transition and change. It can assist an individual in detoxing old habits and limiting beliefs. It can assist an individual in detoxing all. Oh, no, I just read that. So when an individual has felt trapped by self-sabotage, I think I mentioned this one in our first week of Zoom call, the self-sabotage, and then also about winning the game. We will talk about that more on our Zoom call on Wednesday. Remind me if I'll forget about that, but I don't think I will. I will have to underline this one so I'll remember. Yeah, so if you have this felt trapped by self-sabotage behaviors, endocrine paves the way for the new life experiences. It aids in letting go of behaviors that are destructive to one's health and happiness. So it is especially helpful during major life changes which require adjustment in habits, lifestyle, such as altering diet, quitting smoking, or a heavy or living a toxic relationship. So there is an app for this that I can actually show you. Let me write that one down so you can check it out yourself. An app for emotions that you can download in your Android. And so the emotions that this one actually would address is the emotions of the difficulty in transitioning and the limiting belief and the apathy. So as a result, the individual will be able to see the life from fresh perspective and embrace the new experiences. Now, this one has 5 essential oils inside that has a synergistic effect. And so let me read to you the individual oils so you would know that this is really a real stuff that it's hard to find in our Western medicine, but it's real, it's happening. And so cilantro, there's cilantro in here. Cilantro is an oil to release control. So cilantro facilitates a detoxification of negative emotions and debris. It is helpful in lightening one's load through the release of issues buried in the body, heart, and soul. It's similar to coriander, that it assists individuals in shedding what is not in harmony with their true self. So cilantro facilitates emotional cleansing, especially encourages the release of worry and control as it assists individuals in centering in their true self. And then cilantro liberates the soul from heavy burdens, enabling the individual to live light and be free. That is the cilantro. The next oil in here is the geranium. So geranium is an oil of love and trust. So geranium restores confidence in the innate goodness of others and in the world. It facilitates trust, especially when individuals have lost trust in others due to difficulty in life circumstances. It also assists in reestablishing a strong bond to one another, to parents like mother and father. When there has been a loss of trust in a relationship, geranium encourages emotional honesty, love, and forgiveness. It fosters receptivity to human love and connection. I just love geranium. It's a really good oil. It's a very strong smell though. It is an acquired smell. I don't know if you experienced this. Today I start burping geranium. I don't know if you noticed it. So it's an acquired. Anyway, so the geranium, the xenocrine oil, you can actually use it in 3 ways. You can diffuse it if you can handle a smell. Or you can take it internally like what I showed you earlier with the capsule, or you can actually put this one on your tea or any drink you want, or topical. You can put it topically in the area where you want it to have an effect. I usually put it in the liver area after I drink wine, even though after the 30-day cleanse, I always have this one in our kitchen and my purse as well, because I also drink wine. All right, so what else? The geranium heals the heart, instills unconditional love, and fosters trust. The negative emotions that geranium address are the emotions of abandonness, emotions of loss, distrust, unforgiving, unloving, disheartened, heavy-hearted, grieving. So the positive emotions that will come out from using this is the emotional healing, empathy, trusting, forgiving, gentle, loving, tolerant, and openness. That's what geranium does. What else? So the third oil that is in Zendocrine is the juniper berry. So juniper berry is good for the kidneys. Also for emotions, it addresses emotions of fear of the dark. So they call this one as a night oil. So unknown aspects of themselves. So there's something about in you that you don't know yet, right? The dark side that you haven't really known. It's the blind spot in you. So it helps individuals to understand that those things they fear are intended to be their teachers. The fear is our teacher. Instead of hiding from what they do not understand, Juniper Berry encourages individuals to learn the lesson and face their fear. I love Juniper Berry. This fear often live within the unexpected areas of the self, and Juniper Berry act as a catalyst by helping individuals access and address those fears and issues which have been long been avoided. So Juniper Berry teaches that there is truly nothing to fear when one acknowledges and accepts all aspects of the self. So, the negative emotions addressed by the juniper berry is the irrational fear, recurrent nightmares, disrupted sleep, or avoiding to go to bed. And so the positive properties that the juniper berry would bring out is the protection, peaceful dreaming, courage, and self-awareness. But before you reach that positivity, if you have that negative emotions, you have to feel that first before you reach there. So that's why we say before you feel better, you're gonna feel worse first. Man, I know, huh? So rosemary. Rosemary is an oil for knowledge and transition. I use rosemary also for memory. When I study, I diffuse it. So let's see what the emotion book says. So the emotion says that rosemary assists in the development of true knowledge, true intellect. It teaches the one that can be instructed from a far greater space of understanding than the human mind. This is actually up-leveling our average mind. This is the time when you actually like wanting to learn more. So it challenges individual to look deeper than they normally would and ask more soul-searching questions so that they may receive more inspired answers. And so the negative emotions that the rosemary is addressing, it addressed the confused mind, the mind that has a difficulty adjusting and transitioning. For those of you that are studying, doing masteral studies, this is a very good oil, rosemary. And it also affects the, not affects, it addresses the learning disability if you have a problem with learning. And so the positive property that the rosemary would bring out is the mental clarity, knowledgeable, and you're also teachable. You're open for learning new things. You feel enlightened, and you have the ability to adjust difficult situation. So that's what rosemary is. And I think the last one is the tangerine oil. Guys, if you don't have tangerine right now, order it. It's a very good oil. I also like that one to put in my water. But right now with the 30-day detox, I am using the lemon. But after the 30-day detox, I love to put tangerine in my water and also my juice. It smells really good and it's very uplifting. So tangerine is an oil of spontaneity. It's a happy oil. So it addresses the joyfulness that can lift the darkest mood. It's very uplifting. It can assist those who feel cut off from light of heart, often manifested by children. So those who feel overburdened by responsibility would benefit from tangerine. Uplifting vibration. It encourages a person to be creative and spontaneous. So, oh my God, that's why, sometimes, you see me playing my ukulele and dancing because I just love, I also diffuse tangerine. I have a lot of things to do. I'm also doing a master study in my coaching class, and I have this, this 30-day cleanse doing with you guys. And then, of course, my husband, a lot of things for me that sometimes I feel overwhelmed. And tangerine is actually my oil that I use. So it actually invokes creativity. So creativity can be stifled by excessive sense of duty. If it's duty, you kind of like forget about being creative. So this actually makes it, if you're creative, if your creative brain is being is juiced out, it is really good because you can be more happy to be around with. And yeah, so it supports individuals in accessing the abundant. It's an oil of abundance as well, full of creative energy held with the spirit. It then assists that energy in flowing through the heart into the physical manifestation. So tangerine teaches individuals to enjoy life by being more abundant, creative, and to re-experience the joy and spontaneity. Negative emotions that is being addressed by tangerine is the emotions of overburdened, too much responsibility, feeling stifled, heavy-hearted, or joyless. So, my God, this is my oil. So the positive property that actually I just mentioned that earlier is the creativity, fun, being fulfilled, lightheartedness, joyful, happy, optimistic. Can you imagine if all of us are happy and fun to be with, we could have a better world to live in. And so I think that's the emotions part that I'm going to be talking about. And also, if you guys like to watch movie, I would encourage you to watch the movie no, it's not a movie, it's a documentary film, Motion. You can go to YouTube or Netflix and you can rent it or you can buy it. It talks about how our emotions actually affect our health. You would be surprised when you watch it. It will change the way you look at diseases. Disease, it's a disease. Now, if everybody knows about this one, we could have a better healthcare. We don't have any chronic problem that we could have seen in this world. And okay, now we're going to be talking about the detox symptoms, right? So what are the common signs that are common? If this is your first time to do the 30-day cleanse, you may probably feel an extreme feeling. So if you would feel headache, it might probably be from your diet or nutrition, because if you're cleansing out things, then you may need to look at your diet and hit. And in the ebook, I mentioned something about the tips about if you can avoid yeast or sugar. If you can avoid that one, you can. If it does cause symptoms of headache for you, or maybe hydration, you probably have to need to drink more water. And we talk about how important hydration is. And then body ache, and you may probably feel detox symptoms. You may not feel diarrhea at this time yet because we're not in the digestive cleansing yet, but you may probably have that. So we will be talking about that one in our phase 2. I never had experienced diarrhea actually when I did that, but I have a large, huge, I would say, poop. And in the ebook, I had included the shape of our poo. What poo is really healthy and what poo is not. So that would be on the phase 2. And then but rashes, you may probably see rashes right now because we are in the cleansing our skin as well. That part, the effect of the xendocrine complex as well, and the xendocrine blend. So you may have that skin rashes, or maybe bloating because your body will try to expel things, and some cravings. If you do have some cravings, drink water, eat a proper food. Of course, make sure that you are taking your lifelong vitality, and then also the terrazyme, which helps the absorption of the food you eat. And still, if you have that cravings, then try to, if you have slim and sassy oil, that also helps with the cravings. You can include it in your drink. Or sometimes, if you're brave enough, I put a drop under my tongue just to help with my craving, or I diffuse it in the house. If you don't have a diffuser at this time yet, you can just put it on your palms, and then sniff it or smell from the bottle. And then I encourage you to get diffuser ASAP if you have, because it is really beneficial also to the household, because it also helps your family as well, because they can also inhale that. They also get the benefit of the aroma of the oil. And if you don't have this, I call it candy, but actually my dad called this one his cough drops. So Doterra has, we have cough drops. We also have the On Guard drops. This is for immune support. I have this one all the time in our household because it's flu season. This also helps with the craving. You can take it and eat it, chew it while you have the craving if you are at work, and you can just chew this one as candy. This is actually, for me, healthier than buying that one from the grocery, because this is also infused with oils. There are oils in here that you can actually take in. And if you don't have that, you can also have the Slim and Sassy gum. And I like the Slim and Sassy gum because there's no sugar in it, so it's actually safe for oral care for your teeth. And also, it also helps with the craving. So those are the things that you can add on in your system if you do have some detox symptoms of craving or some symptoms of headache, body ache. What else? I think I'm writing some things here. Let me see before I'll forget. Yeah, so these are the slight amount that you would feel, okay? So if it's severe, if it's a really severe symptoms that you're going to feel, because I know one of you have that feeling, slow things down, cut down on things. And like, for example, Zendocrine. So she actually, one of our team groupmate have that feeling on the 3rd day. So she stopped for the 4th and 5th day. And yesterday she started, instead of taking Zendocrine 1 in the morning and 1 at night, she was using only 1 yesterday, and she still had that symptoms. She vomited yesterday, so she was nauseous, and so she was actually purging out a lot from her system. So if that actually happens, your GI may not like it. She mentioned to me that her stomach could not tolerate it. You can use this. The good thing with Doterra is that no, you can just use the oil. You know, if you have the Zendocrine blend oil, you can just use the oil. Put a couple of drops on the bottoms of your feet, and then if you do have the carrier oil, and I usually have the fractionated coconut oil, and you can just rub it on the bottoms of your feet so it doesn't go to your GI. So you would be actually detoxing to your skin, or you can do some Epsom salt bath with the Zendocrine. So this week I will be posting. I'm gonna have to write this one down so I'll not forget. I will be posting recipes on the Epsom salt bath using Zendocrine if your GI could not tolerate it. If you don't have the Zendocrine blend oil right now, if you're new, remember our Zendocrine blend has oils in it, right? And so you would still have enough of this because we are only going to be taking this one for 10 days. So you can actually cut this. I will demo to you. Oops. There, so that you can get the oil from the capsule. And then let's see. Oops, did you see that drop, the oil? You can have the oil here, and then you can put it in the bottoms of your feet. Why bottoms of the feet? Because it has the largest pores on our body. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma would always tell me to put my socks on so I won't get sick. So here, I just love the smell of this. People doesn't like it, but I don't know, I like the smell. So you can put it there, and then I did not put my carrier oil. You can put the carrier oil to help with the absorption. And then in the morning, before shower, you can actually make it more, you can absorb more by putting it on your bottoms of your feet and then have a hot shower. If not, you can just put your socks back on. If you could not tolerate taking the capsule on your GI, so that you won't have to expel through your GI. Because remember, we are actually purging out the bad toxins. So that's why these oils work. So slight amount is okay. If it's severe, cut down, or just be using that this oil on your skin. So what else? So we're expelling things, and so if you're expelling things out, that means you're gonna feel rush, or you're gonna feel that one. If it's in the lungs, you might probably feel it. Where is my other notes here? I know I have some notes here. Just a second. Yeah. So if you're gonna be expelling through your lungs, you would sneeze out. If it's severe, it would be coughing out. If you'd be expelling through your skin, you're gonna probably feel a little bit itchiness or some rashes, pimples. And if it's very severe, that means you are actually purging out hives or something really heavy. I haven't really seen it happen in my experience, but if it happened to you guys, please let me know. I really would like to help out and make this one a success for everybody, because it really helps. This detox helps, but it just depends how our body would respond. So skin, and what else? Because we're in the phase of cleansing for skin, lungs, liver, right? So our liver, just if you have read the first few pages of the ebook, if you noticed, I have that drawing there, like a little chart, that the liver does not have pathway. There's no pathway for it to excrete or purge out toxins. So liver will have to purge out toxins either to our kidney or through our colon. So it would purge out to our kidney by peeing out. You're gonna probably go to the bathroom a lot. That is a sign of detoxing. You pee a lot. That's why we need to drink a lot of water, because if we don't drink a lot of water, what happens is that the toxins that our endocrine is trying to expel out, the unwanted things, will be reabsorbed back on their body. It's not being flushed. So it's very important to drink water, and of course drink, add lemon on it, because why? Lemon has, limonene that would actually helps with the detox. And so what else? Yeah, that's the liver, and then the colon. So you would feel not diarrhea yet. I haven't seen one diarrhea. If you do at the phase 1, let me know, because I really would like to. I'm the type of person that if something happened, I have to know what the cause of the problem. If I can't find the answer, I will call Doterra support. That's just me. I just like to know. So I haven't heard one having diarrhea on the phase 1. Phase 2, haven't heard diarrhea, but I know about the poop reaction. So on phase 1, of course, nausea, vomiting, because the liver is trying to expel that toxins there. And if, okay, the movie, or the film, the emotions film, talk about liver is the seat of anger, emotions. And so if we have some anger in our system, the liver actually is the one. Like if you've seen people are drinking alcohol, and then they start to get angry, because alcohol actually metabolizes in the liver. So if our liver has a lot to metabolize, and then the endocrine is telling the liver, okay, this, I don't like this substance here, it needs to get out from here. So then it has to get out, right? So it's cleaning out the unwanted substances. So then the endocrine complex would say, okay, let's take this one out. Where will I take it out? Oh, okay, I will dump it on a colon. So that's why they're gonna feel that nausea feeling, or the feeling of vomiting. Or maybe it will say, oh, I will dump it out to the skin. So that's why you probably would have that rashes, or you probably have sweats. So another thing to do is that drink water. I said that earlier. Moving, because we talk about sweat, so you're gonna have to move your body as well, so that you would sweat it out, so that these toxins that are being purged out by your body will have to get out from our system. If you like to go dance with any music you can do, which is fun, and then use your citrus oils, your tangerine, or you can just sniff there's tangerine in here to have a happy feeling. And or you can go walk your dog out, or go for a walk, and then to express it, to sweat it out. Sleep also is very important. So if you haven't slept yet, so like lately actually I felt really sleepy a lot after a few days when I did my endocrine. So I have to tell my husband, I'm gonna go to bed, I'm very sleepy. Take naps. So don't feel bad. So drop everything. This is our cleanse process. So do not focus yet on cleansing your house if you're very sleepy. Sometimes my laundry is there because I need to take a nap. This is your time. This is your body time. And then I talk about replacing cravings. Replace it with healthy options. If you're craving for salty, maybe because salty food, maybe when you're hydrating and then you feel hydrating and you have craving for salty food, maybe you're hydrating too much. So take salt with it. I actually recommend Celtic salt because it's more healthy. It's healthier compared to the iodized salt. Iodized salt does not have the electrolytes needed anymore. So when you hydrate, you also take salt with it. On the ebook, I posted some recipes about the Epsom bath, and I also put a note there that when you do the Epsom salt bath, drink water with salt, so that if you would be hydrating and expelling water out, you won't be expelling some electrolytes from that. That's why probably you would be craving for salt. Head tension. Some people told me that they have head tension, so I just included this one here. What to do with that? You can put peppermint oil. If you don't have peppermint oil right now, add that on your list to order this month. And also, well, I don't know if I have peppermint here. I actually have it upstairs. So what you do is you put the peppermint again, rub it on your back of your neck, or you can sniff it. Or some, if you feel like a little bit of nausea sometimes, you can add peppermint oil on your drink. It's such a relieving, it's a reliever for your stomach. If you don't like the peppermint, also try spearmint. So spearmint, I always have peppermint and spearmint in my purse because there are times that peppermint is too strong for me, so I use spearmint for that. And then if you feel worse than what I mentioned, like sometimes, like you'd say like, hey, this is really worth it, and I mentioned earlier, you cut it half, or you will probably like stop taking the Centocrine pill, and you can just use the oils and do some Epsom salt bath. That's what I said. Like, yeah, we can detour and then connect with me. This is why I really focus my energy here most of the time, and then that's why I'm doing this impromptu live, because I know this is really very important. Some of you probably did not contact me, or maybe just shy to write something here, but this is for everybody. Is there anything you would like me to add? Let me know, and I'll be trying my best to answer as much as I can. And what else? So the resources, I will link it here, and also the app. So this week we will be transitioning to phase 2. So next is I'm gonna see you on Wednesday for the Zoom for our coaching, and then Thursday will be our phase 2. So we'll be talking about the GX Assist. So if you have any questions, let me know. I would be glad to answer you. Thank you so much for being here, and talk to you later.